There are hard truths about life that most people try to avoid. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. They destroy the comforting illusions you've built. We often tell ourselves that hard work always pays off, that people are mostly good, or that life is all about luck. But those beliefs can trap you in disappointment. The truth is harsher than you think, and it's the kind of truth the Stoics accepted. They didn't pretend life was easy. They saw through the lies, the games, and the emotions that control us. Once you understand these lessons, you start to see people and the world for what they really are. People are driven by emotions, not logic. We like to think we make decisions based on reason, but most of the time, our feelings are in control. How often have you bought something you didn't need, or agreed to something you didn't want to do, just because it felt right in the moment? That's emotion, not logic. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, taught that we can't always control how we feel, but we can control how we respond. Instead of reacting right away, pause and think. Learn from your emotions. Don't let them control you. This awareness helps you understand yourself and others better and makes you less reactive and more intentional in everything you do. Everyone acts in their own self-interest. People rarely act without a reason. Even kind or generous actions often have a hidden motive, a desire for approval, trust, or peace of mind. That doesn't make people bad. It just means we're human. When you understand this, you stop expecting people to act against their nature. You can then build smarter, more honest relationships by aligning your goals with theirs. As Carl Jung said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Seeing others' motives clearly also helps. You see your own, and that's where real growth begins. Most people can't handle the truth about themselves. Facing the truth about who you really are is painful. Most people avoid it because it hurts their ego. But growth only happens when you face those uncomfortable truths. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about his own weaknesses, not to feel bad, but to improve. The more honest you are with yourself, the more control you gain over your life. Denial feels safe, but it keeps you stuck. True strength comes from being honest, vulnerable, and willing to change. Success will make some people hate you. When you start to rise, some people will resent you. Your success becomes a mirror that shows them what they haven't achieved. It's not about jealousy, it's about insecurity. Marcus Aurelius knew this well. He stayed calm even when others attacked him. Remember, their reaction says more about them than it does about you. Don't take it personally. Keep moving forward and stay true to your values. Everyone is trying to sell you something. Every interaction is a form of influence. People might sell you a product, an idea, or even a version of themselves. The Stoics understood this, that our minds are constantly being shaped by the thoughts and motives of others. This doesn't mean you should become suspicious of everyone. It means you should stay aware. Learn to see when someone is trying to influence you so you can make better, more conscious choices about where to invest your time, energy, and trust. People show you who they are. Believe them. Actions reveal truth more than words ever can. When someone repeatedly lets you down or disrespects others, that's who they really are. We often ignore these signs because we want to believe the best in people. But real wisdom comes from seeing people as they are, not as we wish they were. Trust patterns, not promises. When you do, you protect your peace and make stronger, more honest connections. Comfort is the enemy of growth. We all love comfort, it feels safe. But the more comfortable you get, the less you grow. Real growth only happens when you challenge yourself, when you face discomfort head. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each morning that his purpose was to work, to grow, to live with discipline. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you build strength and resilience. If you avoid challenges, you stay stuck. So don't fear discomfort. It's where transformation happens. You're going to die, and most of your worries are meaningless. This is the truth everyone avoids. One day, your time will run out. But instead of fearing it, let it remind you what really matters. Most of what we stress about, arguments, judgments, small problems, won't matter in the end. When you accept that life is short, you stop wasting energy on meaningless things and start focusing on what truly counts. Purpose, relationships, and self-growth. The Stoics didn't fear death, they used it as a guide to live more fully and intentionally.